My name is Brady Pieper, and you've just stumbled upon this episode of the Pieper Sports Podcast. Welcome to this week, the Newsdrop. Let's start out this week by playing a game. I'll show you a series of images, and your job is to tell me what's the similarities between these images. I think I've found the relationship. 1, 2, Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see it now. Every single one of them is choking. I'm not sure whether calling 911, a therapist, or the Atlanta Falcons organization is the best way to cope with this. Welcome to the Hall of Despair, gentlemen. Wear it well. Can you believe that these teams, UNC and Duke, with all the talent and coaching on the planet, lose out to teams like Michigan State, Auburn, Virginia? These teams don't let me say this lightly. Don't think that I'm trying to say anything about the boys that are competing. More about the organizations than anything else, because these boys did try their hearts out. But you cannot have all the talent on the planet and end up losing like that. Duke, the past 3 games in the tournament, almost lost at the buzzer. And finally, it came to bite them. They ended up losing by 1. It's, Michigan State, they're a good team. They're underrated. My underrated team this year would have been the Purdue Boilermakers, and I honestly thought that they would have been the team to upset anybody if they were. But it ended up not working out that way, and it's kind of depressing. All my transcendent basketball knowledge could have never predicted that both UNC and Duke would fall in the Elite Eight, and neither of them would make it to the Final Four. Both end up missing out on the Natty. The boys are talented. I saw the end of the game. I saw the post-game interview with RJ Barrett in the locker room. I saw the interview get cut off by RJ as he helped his teammate and consoled his teammate over answering questions. It was sad seeing that, but it was a true leader. I'm starting to like RJ Barrett a lot. Still don't think he's going number 2 in the draft, but this year's been wonderful. If you've ever seen good college basketball and upsets upon upsets upon upsets, it's no Loyola Chicago, because that was great. That was great. But it appears the Final Four matchups come as following: Michigan State versus Texas Tech and Auburn versus Virginia. I'm going Michigan State over Texas Tech. I'm going to ride with them now. And I'm going to go Virginia over Auburn. I like Auburn. I don't think that they're a great team. I believe they're the 5 seed. I don't think they're the best. And I feel like they kind of lucked their way into this, even though they worked hard. I was wrong about Virginia. I said they couldn't score. They still can't score. But I was wrong about them not making it far because, as you can see, they made it far. I was wrong about Purdue. I believed in them. They scored 99 points or whatever it was in the game before, and they ended up losing. And my amazing, transcendent, beautiful, terrific basketball knowledge has been tested, and I failed. Well, aside from March Madness, as it's April now, opening day passed. And I love baseball. As you can see, I'm wearing my Colorado Rockies Troy Tulowitzki jersey because I am a baseball fan, as you can see with the tattoo and everything that I have on me. I am a baseball fan. Opening day is a wonderful time of the year for everybody. Every single day you get to see games and call out of work so you can go to the ballpark and get a foot-long hot dog and grab a beer. I wouldn't know, of course. But as another amazing baseball season starts, for the next half year, baseball will consume my life. Whether it be playing, whether it be watching, whether it be coaching, because I am content with any of them. This weekend, I watched the Mets-Nationals game and the Orioles and Yankees game. The fact that the Yankees lost the series to the Baltimore Orioles is horrible. Come on, Yankees. And I would say the Mets and Nationals games were actually kind of interesting. I had a lot of fun watching them. There's a lot of talent this year, and there's a lot of storylines coming in that I think are really, really exciting with baseball. And, I'll say the older I get, I tend to appreciate the little things in baseball a little bit more. A backdoor 58-foot curveball causing a strike three. A really well-executed slider. Whew, I hate sliders. I can't hit sliders. Now, anybody playing against me, don't use that again. Please don't use that against me for me saying that. But there's a real balance, a new dance every single year with me that I love watching, playing, and coaching. There's something about baseball that gets people excited and it makes people happy. And I think it's because of the personalities that go through with baseball every year. In football, there's the Le'Veon Bells, the Antonio Browns, the angry and sometimes negative personalities. There aren't any of those negative impacts in baseball. Baseball is a lot of fun to watch. If you ever see the players, they're always excited and having fun. Miguel Cabrera is a perfect example, and I love Miguel. He played first base. He still does, acting like he's retired. He has not. I love Miguel Cabrera because he embodies the baseball spirit. The baseball spirit is one of peace and happiness and joy in competition. It dates back over 150 years. Baseball is always going to be a fun sport, regardless of what people say. It is not boring if you appreciate the little things, the small things like a slider or a curveball. Went a little bit into that. Sorry about baseball. I definitely love baseball, if you can't tell. I will say my early season pick for the World Series champions, and just as my transcendent knowledge of basketball, my transcendent knowledge of baseball will come to you. My pick: the Los Angeles Dodgers. I know, I hate it. I hate it every single time because it always comes to me and I go, I really just picked another LA team to do something good. But I really like the Dodgers this year. They have Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager, Clayton Kershaw, Justin Turner. The only thing that I'm concerned about is their outfield, but they have decent players in the outfield. They have role players more than superstars, but their infield is extremely talented, and they have a very, very good bullpen this year with their talented roster. The Dodgers will win the World Series. I don't have another team for who they're going to face just yet. I haven't decided. I will eventually, but as of this moment in time, no. Now, I don't know why I keep trying to predict things. I predict the Dodgers for baseball, but when it comes to basketball, I just can't seem to get anything right. Now, don't take that as I don't know my stuff, because I do, sometimes. But this year, I have observed the likes of the Boston Celtics, my favorite team in the NBA, alongside the Nuggets, because the Nuggets are my hometown team. I've seen both of them falter at the end of the year, and it gets horrible. I just watched the Celtics blow giant leads. I've watched them lose to the Nets. D'Angelo, you're a baller. But when it comes down to it, God damn it, Boston. Come on. Come on. You have everything that you need. You just can't seem to get it. Come on, Danny Ainge. You got this. But no. They were originally my favorites to win the actual ring this year, but they're not going to do it. I hate to say it. I watched the Nuggets lose, which means they most likely lose out on home court advantage in the playoffs, to the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors appear to be clutching home court advantage in the final 6 games of the season. It looks like they're going to be en route to another finals appearance. And that sucks. If you're a fan of basketball at all, not that these players aren't talented and there aren't exciting rookies and there aren't exciting players on that team, because there are, but just a little bit of diversity when it comes to, finals appearances. No, it's not gonna work out. Okay, cool. Go ahead, throw the season away. Doesn't matter anymore. I'm already sad. Well, this season for basketball is over. Baseball begins, which means a new era for the Pieper Sports Podcast. We've made it through our first season of sports, and I'm giddy. And that means, in the grand scheme of things, I appreciate what you guys do. This does also bring the end of this episode of the Pieper Sports Podcast, for those of you that have made it this far, which I do appreciate greatly. I will say thank you. I love you guys. Every single one of you that gives me feedback has given me good feedback and shown me things that I can improve upon. And I greatly wish for you guys to continue giving me that feedback. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It helps it grow, and it helps me see that you guys actually care about it. Tell me what you guys want content-wise. Anything that you want to hear about. I know one of my German exchange student, Max, he decided that he would comment on one of the videos and ask for a European sport, and I will oblige, because I will do what you guys say and hope I provide the best content for you guys that I can. So please, send me any feedback that you have. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button, and this has been another episode of the Pieper Sports Podcast.